It was another lonely night, and I'd been living too long with nothing to do. I was sitting there staring at the bottom of another empty glass, thinking maybe my life was over, maybe my career had ended. I hadn't had a case in months. I found myself searching through my file cabinet, just hoping that I'd find something that I'd left behind or forgotten about. But there was nothing. Little did I know that doors were about to open for me. Someone was waiting outside my apartment. Hello? Officer Dillon, I was wondering if you'd be interested in taking a case. What? Well, you see, there's a woman, an actress. She's lost something and she thinks it's been stolen. We need help. I'm not sure what you expect me to do. I haven't had a case in months. I'm not even sure I'm good at this anymore. You came highly recommended. I've read about you in the paper. You flatter me. The point is, we need help. Is it the habit of the police force to hire detectives over petty theft cases? That seems unusual to me, officer. I'm not sure I want to take something like this. I've solved some of the biggest crimes in this city. As you said, you've read about it in the papers. You know this about me, so why are you bringing this to my table? What's the hook? Betty King is highly respected in the community, and she won't leave the office alone. I know that you need the work, and we don't have time to deal with this. Will you take the job? You insult me, Officer Dillon. But you've got a point. I admitted it earlier. I need the work. I've been bored out of my mind for too long. And even something like a petty theft case will entertain me at this point. I hate to admit it, but I'll take the job. Besides, I've heard of this Betty King. I used to see her pictures years ago. I should like to get a chance to meet her, to speak with her. I didn't know she lived in town. Very interesting. Very interesting indeed. Thank you, Detective Aaron. The office will appreciate it, I assure you. Betty King. Huh. May I help you? My name is Detective Aaron. I'm here about something that's been stolen from you. You think it's stolen? The police thought it was only missing, but I told them. It's valuable. They wouldn't believe me. Of course they wouldn't. I won that award 10 years ago. It meant everything to me. You just don't understand. You have to find it. We'll do the best we can, ma'am. I promise you that. Do you have any reason to believe it's been stolen besides its value? Not really. Well, frankly, that's not very much to go on. Do you mind if I have a look around? There might be something around that'll give me some clues. Petty theft indeed. Ugh. Why did I take this case? Listen, Mrs. King, I really need another lead to go on here. Something. Wait! I just saw the police cars outside, and I have to talk to you. Detective Aaron, this is my neighbor, Nancy. It's wonderful to meet you, madam. What is it you've got to say? I saw a man roaming around here the other day, and I asked him what his name was. He said John Nelson. John Nelson. I've heard that name before. Did John Nelson say what he was doing here? He said he was selling newspapers, but nobody sells newspapers in the suburbs. It didn't make any sense. You're absolutely right. That is odd. Do you know a John Nelson, Mrs. King? No, I've never heard that name in my life. It would be a complete stranger to me. And we've got a lot of questions to ask here. I'll have to do some thinking. Thank you, Nancy, for your help here. So what do you say, Detective? Will you take my case? Will you find my award? It's not my normal line of work, but I've already agreed to take it. Oh, thank goodness. How long will it take? I can't answer those kind of questions, but I'll be as quick as I can. It may take time. You just don't understand. It's the most important award I've ever received. You have to find it. I guarantee you I will. And what about this John Nelson fellow? Do you think he's involved? It's very possible. I'll be looking into John Nelson and getting back with you as soon as I know more. Please try to remain calm and quit calling the police every day, Mrs. King. Officer Dillon, this is Detective Aaron. I need you to get any and all information you have on someone named John Nelson and bring it to me. It's important to this missing award of Mrs. King's. Hello again, Officer Dillon. I'm excited to hear what you have to say about John Nelson. Well, I found out he's a newspaper writer. I found several articles that he had written in the papers. I don't know how it's relevant to the case, though. Anything could be important. We'll have to look into it further to know for sure. I'll read whatever articles I can find written by John Nelson. When I opened the paper, it took me by surprise. It was so simple, almost unbelievable that someone thought they could get away with it. But I had to know for sure, so I made a final phone call. So you can confirm with me now that John Nelson is a pseudonym, an alias used for the writer Evelyn Harvey? Yes. No, I understand it's difficult for women writers. Well, thank you very much. You may have solved this mystery for me. Yes. I supposed it was possible that this writer Evelyn Harvey was our thief. But I had a different idea of who had stolen the missing award. Stop! It's the police! We know you've stolen Mrs. King's award. You've been caught red-handed. The next time you use an alias, use your own. And just like that, we had found it, and we took her to jail. I was tasked the next day with taking the trophy back to Mrs. King. Yes, 1 minute, hold on. Oh, Detective Aaron, it's good to see you. I found your award, Mrs. King. I'd like to return it to you now. Oh, thank heavens. I thought I'd never see it again. Thank you. Thank you very much. Yeah, so in the end, it was a simple case of petty theft. But I got to meet a movie star. And I got paid. But the most important thing that came out of this entire thing is that, thank God, I had something to do.